talk about the infamous RuPaul stare down.
Okay.
Just like that's not a moment that's happened to a lot of people on the show.
Yeah.
So it's become very iconic. Obviously, we named the game after it.
We named the game after
But
it.
like,
Yeah.
what was that moment like in real life?
It was horrible.
I mean, first of all, did you shit your pants? Did you pee your pants?
Yeah.
Did you? Take me back to what that moment was.
I peed and pooped.
You pee and peed there.
Yeah. No, it was pretty bad.
Because you were in a team challenge with somebody, right?
We were in a team challenge with Max, and I had been read to filth by him and everyone the night before during Trixie's elimination. And then...
Was that when they said, wake up, Pearl?
Yeah.
That was the night before.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And wait, can you just take me back to your mindset? So they say, wake up, Pearl.
Yeah.
Then you go back to the hotel. Like, what is going on with you?
Well, actually, it was like a really swift kick in the ass that I needed. And I walked back on set in like great spirits.
Okay.
I was like, you know what? Today's a new day. And I'm not gonna like let this define me, and it's not gonna be my trajectory for the rest of the show. And I'm like ready to have a good time now.
Yeah.
And RuPaul did not give me that opportunity. She was like, you know, when she came up and we were having our moment, our discussion for the challenge, she was not like willing to let me even say anything like that. It was like, you have no personality, so tell me how you're gonna get through this.
Wow.
And in my mind, she already had her mind made up about me, so.
The stern RuPaul is not Sunshine RuPaul.
No.
Or funny haha RuPaul.
Don't call her mother.
Stern RuPaul could be very intimidating.
Yeah.
So you're there. She's sort of giving it to you.
Yeah. I mean, the editing, it made it look a lot less severe than it actually was. But yeah.
Made it look less severe?
Yeah.
And what did we not see?
Oh, she was there for like 30, 40 minutes. Just there was nothing I could do or say to like pull myself out of the hole. Okay. You know, there was no amount of convincing her that I'm going to be great. It was just, oh, well, how are you going to do that? Oh, well, tell me exactly what you're going to do. Oh, well. And then she at one point, she said something about, she was like, how are you hosting in front of a group of people? And I was like, well, I have a show in Chicago back home, and it's amazing. It's like the best time of my life being on stage and talking to my audience. And she's like, do you drink at your show? And I was like, I actually haven't had a drink in like 3 or 4 months. And yeah, it was just so awkward. She was going
down and down and down.
Yeah, just like one thing after the other. And I honestly, I got sick of it. I'm like, you don't do this to anybody else. Why are you singling me out? Like, usually if you don't like a girl, you just manipulate a way to kick her off the show. You know what I mean? We can edit her out very easily. So what is with this, like, attacking? This, like, aggressive behavior? It's not necessary, and I didn't feel like I deserved it. And yeah, it was hard because I knew how misunderstood I was coming off, you know, because that's not me.
Yeah.
So
you're someone who has a show, who loves to perform, who loves to do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So when RuPaul is there staring at you, you're staring back. How does the line, do I have something on my face, come from your brain to your mouth? And how do you get the balls to say it?
Well, listen, at the end of the day, like, I will love and respect anybody for their accomplishments and what they've done for the world or their community or whatever. And then with that being said, at the end of the day, you go home and take a shit and wipe your ass just like everybody else does in the world, and you do not need to do that to someone who has idolized you since they were 2 years old. And I was simply over it. And she said goodbye, and I said goodbye, and she stood there and didn't move. And we sat there like that. And eventually I'm like, is there something on my face? Like, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? This is so weird. Yeah.
And now after that, did you think you were going to leave the show? Or you just needed a break and they made it more dramatic?
I wanted an explanation, so I went out for some answers, and the producers were like very apologetic. They're like, she's never been like this before. I don't know what it is about you that's like striking this in her, but we don't want you to go, like whatever, we'll talk to her, this and that and the other thing. And eventually I'm like, okay, well, Max is sitting out there not knowing what's going on. And, we're still rolling, so let's just fucking do this shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you still made the top 3.
And I won the challenge.
Right.
And I won the Maxi challenge. I'm like, what are these games?
Who
wins this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you like, this was all a setup?
Totally.
So after the show, well, Violet won.
Yeah.
And what's that like when you guys, because we don't really get to see it, what's that time when you guys are backstage at the coronation or whatever and you're watching?
Oh, I was self-medicating
show.
backstage.
Who were you?
Yeah, I was a freaking wreck. Well, first of all, I had just landed from Europe and I had like an hour to get ready. Like, by the time I got to the hotel, I live in New York and I didn't even get to go home. I went straight to the hotel that we were all getting ready at, and I like beat on a face really quick, and yeah, then like ran over to watch the crowning. But yeah, I mean, it's probably exactly what you think it is, just a lot of attention on the winner. And I was not heartbroken by any means. I mean, in a lot of ways, I didn't feel like I deserved to win Drag Race. I felt like I had so much like room for growth. And Violet, oh my God, I just learned so much from watching her, and she really like slayed the whole show. She did. Like
did.
I was not like, I can't believe I didn't win. Like that never happened. Ginger, on the other hand, she still talks about it to this day.
Right.
Oh my God, she can't believe
does.
she didn't win Drag Race.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please cut to Lady Red.
That is such a mood.
Forever mood.
I love her.
How's the y'all?
I love her.
Yes. Ginger, in honor of the Ginger, Lady Red got real Ginger looking.
I love
Ginger definitely thought she should have won.
Oh my God, yeah, leaps and bounds. She actually, I heard through the grapevine that she was saying that the only reason she didn't win is because they lost the footage of her winning.
What?
Okay.
Wait, hold on a minute.
No, I heard that from multiple sources. And like,
Wow.
I love Ginger, but come on, bitch. Shut up. You didn't win, who cares?
They lost the footage.
Lot more queens didn't win than not, okay? So get over it.
I mean, but they lost all of it?
They lost everyone. Every take.
Okay.
Okay.
So when back there when Violet won, were you like, yay? And Ginger was like, shucks.
Oh, Ginger was like, good girl. Good for you. Yeah, no, someone give her a Tony for that reaction.
Now,
be
all
real.
of you, after the race, really, it was, I'd say, like the most attention at the time given to a top 3.
Uh-huh.
You both were really all dynamic. You had a lot going on, and everybody rushed out projects right away. Now, at the time of you released an electronic album, right?
Yeah.
And then you released a video.
Yeah.
That I told you I really loved, and you told me it needs work, sweets, or something. I remember at the time you're like, congrats on the video. You're like, I don't like it.
It was just such a hot freaking mess from the second I walked in.
Wow.
And, I'm not saying that I was such a peach on set. Like, I was exhausted, overworked. And when I saw what was going on, I freaked. I was crying.
Wow.
Yeah, and I hadn't slept in like 3 days.
And everybody's looking at whatever your next step should be. I like that face.
I like quality, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to rush anything just for the sake of having some content out there. It's just not my style. Like, I was willing to just let it take as much time as it needed to take for it to be exactly what I wanted. All eyes are on me, right? So who wants like some half-assed project that was not your vision at all out there? And that's what it was. I'm sorry, just what it is.
And you were paying for it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people forget.
That's the truly guy. Yeah.
Y'all are lit, especially the Drag Race family of girls. Like,
Yeah.
people have budgets, but it's coming out of their money.
Yeah.
The money that you're going to be making.
Yeah, but I didn't know anything back then. I was like, I looked at my manager like he was an employer, or like I
Right.
didn't realize that I was calling the shots. I didn't
Right.
realize that I needed to. I did try to tell him what I was capable of as far as like my scheduling, my touring goes, and he did not respect that, and he told me that I was complaining more than any client he had ever had, and
Wow.
like I barely even work, even though I hadn't been home in 6 months, and like this
Right.
and that, and I just had no idea that I could have put my foot down and said, no, sweetie, I pay you, not
Yeah.
the other way around.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, lessons were learned.
That's a growing experience.
If you're living,
I'm
you're
sure.
learning.
Well, you have so much going on. What's next for you?
I'm really into this whole beauty guru, like social
YouTube,
media,
yeah.
sponsoring, promoting products, skincare. Like, I feel like that's really like my vibe. I can
Love
be
it.
so creative with it. I get to work with like amazing products, and I'd love to be like a brand ambassador of like all kinds of different beauty supplies. And I don't know, I live for the world of hair and makeup. That's like where my true love lies.
Your true love lies.
It's my next single.
Well, Pearl, you are my true love. I think you're flawless,
Thank you.
gorgeous, stunning, and you turned it so fiercely today that you snatched your trophy, honey. Yay! Yes! You are our winner today.
Literally. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yes, and also, honey, we have got you some of those. We know you're having a little drier spell with the menses, so we brought one for you.
Oh, God.
It's your lap dance. Prepare yourself. Oh, it's Eddie giving you full beach tease.
This is what I actually came here for.
You're getting laid right now. Oh my goodness. Come on, Eddie, give it to her good. She's on an island vacation. It's a snack and a snack. It's on. It's working. It's doing it good.
Oh my God.
Walla walla, walla walla way.
really something.
Lady Red, take us out with some summertime. Black lady screaming.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
wow.
Queen.
You've been practicing your choreography, huh?
Hey,
Nice.
Queen. Hey, on that beach. Hey, Queen. Yay. All right, well, we're not done with Pearl, sweetie. She's going to continue on and play Look at Her. So you're going to want to tune into that. Thank you, Lady Red. Thank you, Mr. Eddie Danger. And most of all, thanks the beautiful Pearl for being here. And thank all of you. We'll see you next time on Hey Qween. Bye, baby.